Okay, hello everybody. Hello, and welcome. DSP here live on the stream. Today is Thursday, January 26, 2017. And today's fun. Today's going to be a good one. Today we're starting up a brand new playthrough. Undoubtedly, this will be a longer ongoing playthrough. If you've watched me in any of the other Yakuza playthroughs that I've done in the past, you know that these games pretty much have interesting plots that take a while to get through, but also have a ton of side content. And so I'm assuming with Yakuza 0, which we're starting right here live on the stream, that this will not be any different, that it'll be pretty long, lengthy, lots of content, right? And that it should be a pretty good one, alright? So, let's talk a little bit. I have played Yakuza Dead Souls. That was actually the first Yakuza game I ever played, which was the what-if scenario if Japan had been infected by a zombie virus, right? And then that led me years later to play Yakuza 4 as a Patron's Choice playthrough. That one actually took place a couple years ago. It was, you know, the patrons had pledged 1 month, we hit our funding goal, and they all voted that I should play Yakuza 4 because I had never played a mainstream Yakuza game before. And they wanted to see me do one, so I did, and it ended up being pretty successful. People really enjoyed it. Not to say that it got any kind of crazy viewership or mainstream success when I first played it, okay? The bottom line is that these Yakuza games are more for a niche audience, I think. You really have to be into them and into the Japanese culture and the quirkiness of it, and you know, you really have to be into this kind of game in order to enjoy the playthrough. So I certainly understand that as I'm playing Yakuza 0, it will not be as popular as, say, games that I've played recently, such as Dark Souls Redemption Run or Resident Evil 7. I know that up front. I'm certainly not expecting to get crazy amounts of people here on the stream every day, and I'm not expecting to get crazy viewership on YouTube. But what I've actually seen is that with the playthroughs that I've done of Yakuza, that they don't initially usually get a ton of viewership, but apparently over time, they do. So I'll give you the perfect example here. Yakuza 5. I started playing Yakuza 5 in late 2015. It actually came out December 2015. But then I got caught up with other stuff, my year-end game series and stuff like that, and it kind of went on hiatus for a while. And then I came back to it right after Christmas. Kept playing, and finished it up eventually. It took a long time. It took like a month, basically, for me to finish the game. At that time, it really wasn't super popular. Honestly, it wasn't. Didn't get a lot of views, and, you know, people weren't really every day showing up on stream. But if you take a look now at the playthrough, holy shit. The playthrough really caught on. People watched it over time. So, I get the feeling what it is, you know, when the game's hot and new, okay, whatever, everyone's playing it, but then eventually people go and try to check out playthroughs, and from what I'm going to understand, I'm one of the few YouTubers who actually does, like, a full, raw playthrough of Yakuza. Now, other people who play it either do one of two things. They're either playing the Japanese version because they want to play it early, and a lot of people don't like that because you can't read the subtitles or the dialogue, you don't understand what's going on, right? And a lot of other people just do kind of montage-style gameplay where they take out highlights, but they don't actually show the whole game. So, I think I was actually one of the few, if not the only YouTuber who did like a full English language playthrough of the most recent Yakuza games, and they ended up getting really good viewership over time because of it. So, even if initially here, this playthrough doesn't do amazing, oh my god, I'm not too concerned. I actually think that, you know, in the long run, it'll end up doing pretty good. I don't know what just happened. The stream just went black for me. I think I'm gonna have to refresh my Twitch page. What happened here? Can everyone still hear me? What the hell? I was watching the stream run here on my channel page, and all of a sudden it went black. What the hell? Well, I hope I'm still live. I know I'm still recording the pre-stream for YouTube, but I certainly hope I'm still live and people can hear me here. Everyone says they can hear me fine. Can you guys still see the fan art? My stream won't even load now. Can you see the stream? Can you see the fan art? Can you hear me? Please let me know in the stream chat. This is bizarre. I don't know why this is happening. Okay, I refreshed my page like 3 times and it seems like it's working again. What the hell? Twitch is all kinds of screwed up, man. I don't know what's going on. Twitch is screwing up badly. Some people just said they're getting double comments. What the hell? Some people are saying they're getting double comments in the stream chat. Some people can see the stream. Some people can't see the stream, but they can still hear me. What is going on? Twitch has been giving me a lot of issues the past couple days. I've been having a lot of problems just changing the name of the stream. I know, like, this morning it said it was still Resident Evil 7, so I'm sitting there, and I'm like, change it to Yakuza. Change it to Yakuza. And I keep hitting it, and it keeps giving me error. It won't change. And I had to try like 10 times, and then finally it stuck. This is really weird. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, it seems like now people can hear me and can see me and everything. Okay, good. All right. So anyway, as I was saying, I really enjoyed the Yakuza games that I've played in the past. It's been a year now. It's actually been a whole year since I played a Yakuza game. So that's good, right? It's been a year away. Now we can play a new one. Enjoy the new one. Yakuza 0. This is a prequel, by the way. It's supposed to be set in 1988, I believe, like the late 80s. So we're going to have a lot of 1980s references and vibe and kind of, you know, throwback stuff. That could be pretty fun. And we'll see how it goes. Like I said, even if we don't get a ton of people on stream initially and a ton of people watching initially, this will be a playthrough that I do as a longer ongoing thing, okay? And, you know, well, hopefully, just like with the other Yakuza playthroughs I've done, over time, it'll actually get some pretty good viewership, alright? Okay, I don't want to go too long today on pre-stream, okay? I'm not even going to do plugs. You guys and gals know the deal with my plugs, that you can help me out through, Patreon, which, by the way, there's only 5 days left in the month, so please, if you're going to pledge to Patreon, please do soon, if you want to get in on January stuff. And I'll be honest with you, I really need your help this month, because YouTube basically has said that I've had a terrible month, regardless of the fact that, I'm not even kidding you, in the past 30 days, I've had more views, more likes, more engagement, everything was up from last month, but YouTube's saying I made half as much money, because basically YouTube sucks in January, and they don't get any good advertisements to run on videos, and therefore no one makes any money in January. So please consider pledging to my Patreon, okay? Patreon.com/DarksidePhil. Outside of that, not going to do any more plugs. You can check it out. You see the plug thing is rotating here in the pre-stream artwork. But one thing I do want to throw out there, and then we'll get started, okay, is what should I be doing, not with gameplay in the next few days, but with my non-gameplay work? And let me explain. So for gameplay, today I'm doing Yakuza 0, okay? Tomorrow's kind of up in the air. I might do more Yakuza tomorrow. We'll see. This weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, one of those days I'm going to be playing the For Honor beta as a session of gameplay. And I think one of those days I'm going to be doing the Overwatch Year of the Rooster expansion, okay? And then next week, I'll probably go back to Yakuza for most of the week. I may go to Resident Evil 7 for a session to do it in VR, okay? But what I'm really wondering about is, what should I do for the times when I'm not streaming? Typically the second half of the day, the nighttime, okay? Because I have a few things that I can do. First of all, I finished Resident Evil 7 yesterday, and I already reviewed it. So if you haven't seen the review yet, it's already live on KO Gaming. Give it a look. I know a lot of people didn't expect it to come out that quickly. A day after the game released, I got a review out, right? You should definitely check it out. So the bottom line is, I'm pretty much done with that, so I can move on to something else. Now, I have a lot of options of things that I can do, all right? Number one, I could do, or at least begin, a ongoing montage series of the best moments from my return to Dark Souls Redemption run. I mean, I think that would be fun, but at the same time, that would be a lot of time-consuming work, because I'd have to basically skim through all of the videos of that incredibly long playthrough to find the funny moments and make this montage, alright? That's number one. It's one thing I can do. Number two, I could do a highlights of this past weekend's Twitch and Chill Marathon stream. For For those who aren't aware, this is a session of gameplay that I did, totally interactive with viewers. I played games where they all have input, and man, it was so fun and refreshing and different. There was a lot of trolling, but the trolling was taken tongue-in-cheek and more, funny than anything else. I even trolled myself, so there's a lot of funny moments from that session that I think I could do a montage out of that would be pretty entertaining, okay? So that's number 2. That's the second option. The third option, all right, right now, these are the 3 ideas that I have, is that I could take a few nights coming up here where I will do some PlayStation VR coverage of Resident Evil 7. And then what I can do, maybe I won't necessarily upload the raw footage, or maybe I will, I don't know. But I think what I want to do is take that footage and do a side-by-side comparison video of here's Resident Evil 7 normal, and here it is in VR, and here's the pros and cons of using VR. Almost like a heads-up comparison video for those who are wondering, was there any benefit to having PSVR for this game or not? Okay. So, I'm not sure. I mean, I have a lot of options now. Do you want to see the Dark Souls montage? Do you want to see the Twitch and Chill montage? Or do you want to see me work on Resident Evil as like a VR comparison? So, I don't know. I need your feedback. I need to know what you would like to see the most out of those. Because, quite honestly, as early as tonight, I'm going to begin work. As early as tonight, I'm going to begin work on this. And I think people will, hopefully would enjoy it. But I want to make sure that I'm working on something that people want to see. I don't want to put a ton of work into this and then I release it. Oh, well, that's not what we wanted to see. You know what I mean? So there you go. Please let me know. I see a few people answering in the stream chat right now. And then there's a ton of people who are just completely ignoring what I'm saying and just saying complete nonsense. Like, Metroid Prime 2. What? No, I don't think so. Alright, so we'll see. Like, give me your feedback, alright? And then as early as tonight, I may start work on one of these things. Alright. Alright, I think that's really it. I really don't want to go too long here on pre-stream, like I said. So, thanks everyone for being here. Appreciate it. And, I think it's time. I think it is time for us to begin my playthrough of Yakuza 0. Hopefully it's good. Being that it's going to have 80s throwback vibe. I love the 80s. Anyone who's seen my Vice City playthrough knows that. So, alright. Alright, everyone. Let's end the pre-stream and let's get started. Yakuza 0.